Hi sewing friends, I'm Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles. Today I have another chatty vlog, as they have been lately because I haven't been sewing, you know. But I did want to share my Make 9 for this year. Now last year I saw all these Make 9s going around everywhere. Everyone's tagging in this, like hashtagging in like Instagram, and the vloggers would show their 9 patterns, and I'm like, what is this? I did not understand the concept, because I mean I probably make 9 garments in a month when I'm like slow. So like, why would I determine I make 9? Anyway, I did not understand the concept, and I didn't do that last year, so I just made whatever. But this year I thought that's a really good idea, because I'm gonna choose 9 garments that are more time consuming, that I really want to make, you know, aside from all the other billion other things I'm gonna make on a whim, you know, like, because I am not a person that enjoys planning that much for a hobby. I would plan if I was working in my professional life, I would plan meticulously. Whenever I've been studying, like when I was doing my masters, all my study activities were heavily planned. But for sewing, it's not something I want to be so professional about, because it's a hobby, you know. I don't make a living out of this. It's something I can do on a whim if I want to. Most of the things I plan are very loosely planned, you know. But I think because there are things I really want to make that are like heavily in my mind, I might as well set them in stone for this year and go making them throughout the year. So I have 9 things here, and I will show you the patterns if they are physical patterns, and I insert pictures if they are PDF patterns. So number 1 is McCall's 6891, and it's one of my big 4 patterns that I'm so happy to have, you know. So I love this shirt dress, I absolutely love it, and I want to make that version because it's what I would wear, and I would get so much wear out of it here where I'm living. I have a huge stash of fabric, but I don't have access to my stash at the moment. It's in boxes somewhere, and I haven't seen all my fabric in months. So as soon as I find and pick the right fabric, I will let you know. I don't know when I'm gonna make it, but I am going to make this dress, and especially I am going to do the buttons and the buttonholes now, because I will buy a sewing machine with an automatic buttonhole maker thingy, and I will do that. So yeah, that is number 1. Number 2 is this coat pattern, Simplicity 1254. I especially want to make the long version first, and I am going to lengthen that to match the length of the dresses I make. For this, I don't have a fabric in mind. I know it has to be a really thin fabric so that it would match the spring/winter that I'm going to have, but I do want to make this totally. I love this style. So that is number 2. Number 3 is a PDF pattern by Colette, and it's the Claudette, I don't know how to say that dress. Now there's lots of versions here, but it's basically a sheath dress with lots of versions and sleeves and necklines and things like that, but it's basically a fitted dress. I like version 2, and I like that it has French darts, and those are a type of construction I have wanted to try. I did a few experiments last year with my block and putting French darts on them, and it wasn't that successful. I did something wrong, but anyway, this is a pattern that has the French darts, and I really want to give it a go. Those frilly like little tiny sleeves I would totally omit and just make it sleeveless. I love that neckline. It's a really deep scoop neckline, no, V neckline, like this, sort of similar to this. This is my ideal neckline. Like, I feel really comfortable in this neckline. It's flattering. Most of the dresses, if not 90% of patterns, are like here, and I do not know why. But this dress has that deep V neckline that I absolutely love. So I know it's gonna be a good fit for me, like for my style, for my figure. It's gonna be flattering. So that is a dress I definitely want to make this year. Number 4 is a pattern by Pier and Palace, Patterns, and it's called Kemptown jacket, and it is so cool. I am going to insert pictures here. So it's like a motorcycle jacket-ish, but more dressy type, and it's more fitted. On the back it's got lots of cuts, and it shapes your back really nice, which I always love in a jacket. I always like a jacket tailored to me, not like just a box, like loose. And it's got a zip. I've never done a jacket like that, and you can wear it so many different ways. You can wear, even there on the pattern, there's the ways to wear it: open, close up to here with the lapels hanging. I mean, there are so many ways to wear it, and I absolutely love the style of that jacket. It's cropped, and I like that. Absolutely. I know it would be a lot of it's more an advanced jacket, I believe, and I'm really keen to take that challenge and make that jacket. Then number 5, I've shown this is another pattern from my stash of physical patterns from the big 4 that Natita gifted to me. So I really like this jacket. I absolutely love it, and I'll insert a picture. I've talked about this on my video where I show the stash. I love the neckline. I want to make this sleeveless and lined. You can see that neckline is like square, and it's got that little like thing like this. And as a bonus, I would want to use this pattern and transform it into a sheath dress with that shape like that, because I love it. So if I want to make this into a dress, I would eliminate that zipper. I would do that like a one piece at the front, and I would add some sort of closure at the back, or you know me, I go zipless, I just put it on, you know. But I would like to transform that blazer into a sleeveless dress somehow after I make the blazer and figure out the fit and all that stuff. So that would be like a little bonus that I want to do with this jacket. And I'm putting in my make 9 because it's time consuming and it's a bit more special, you know. Then number 6, from Itch to Stitch, there is a pattern called Anza jumpsuit and dress. I'll insert a picture. I don't care for jumpsuits. I would never use or wear or make a jumpsuit. It's not my thing. But the dress I absolutely love. And I haven't tried making this because of that button placket and because my buttonhole situation. I just put it off and thought I'll make it when I have a better sewing machine. But this is a dress that's got lots of pieces. It's not something you'd whip up in like a couple of hours. I think it would take a bit longer to make. And I have lovely linen. I have lots of linen in my stash where I would make this dress and love it. So that is number 6. Number 7, I don't have a pattern for. But I really want to make myself a huge bag that I can take shopping. So just a bag to put on my shoulder, made out of some sturdy denim or whatever with some pockets inside. But I really want to try making a bag. I've never made one before. I don't have a pattern. I don't think I would need a pattern. I think I could just make it myself. Just a simple bag, but very handy. Like, I would like to do that, and that is in my make 9. So that's number 7. Number 8 is a pattern from Cashmerette Patterns, and Cashmerettes are meant for like curvier figures, and they go from a size 12 and up. Now I wasn't sure if I was gonna fit into the size range, and I am just there on the size 12, so I'm really happy. They especially cater for the big busted ladies, and they have from sizes C cup C and upwards. I'm a C. So I sometimes struggle with the other patterns that are more catering for a B cup, you know. So I'm right in there. And there is a shirt dress that has a double princess seam cut, like one here and one there, and I think that would shape really well the bust. I've never made a garment with a double princess seam, and I think it's really interesting. So this one's called Harrison shirt dress. I really like that, and I would love to give that pattern a go this year, because if all goes well, I think it's something I would make a lot, you know. And then number 9 is another pattern by Cashmerette, and it's called Appleton dress, and it's a wrap dress. I I've struggled with wrap dresses. Sometimes it's hard to get the right fit, especially with the C cup size. Sometimes they gape. Last year I made the Eve dress from Sew Over It in a woven fabric, and it did come out a bit booby, although I made the right size, you know, like it fit everywhere, the circumference, but it was just way too low, and I was like, ooh. So I had to end up putting a pin there to hold it a little bit further up, or else it would just be indecent, you know. So if Cashmerette has thought about the C cup and made the wrap appropriate, I'm really happy, and it does look that way in the photos. And I do have some stretch fabrics there in my stash that I could use or buy or whatever. I really want to give this wrap dress a go because I think they're so flattering. I would also make it sleeveless. So those are my make 9. I'll go making them throughout the year. I am sure I will make all of them. If not 100% sure, I'll make all of them, you know, say 90%. And yeah, that is it for this vlog. Thank you for watching. Leave me any comments if you want, and happy sewing. Or you guys that are sewing. I'm not sewing, so I'll be happy when I start sewing again. Bye.